Hello and welcome back to the channel where you will see me and my better half Chloe transforming this Volkswagen Crafter into our own little home on wheels. We don't want to be short of any creature comforts. This van is going to be a luxurious home on wheels. We are going to have a bathroom, a kitchen, a living space. It's going to have mains power, so you can use a hairdryer, you can use an air fryer, you can use whatever you want. 3,000 watt inverter is going to have in it, massive battery, it's going to have a shower, it's going to have a toilet, it's going to be beautiful. All in a medium wheel-based van. We want our little home to be flooded with as much natural light as possible. So this is why we've fitted these humongous windows. Continue watching the video to see exactly how we did it. Welcome back to a glorious northwest of England. It's not often we can say that here, so it is as good a day as any to transform the look of this van. I'm going to be fitting a window into this side door, and it is going to make a drastic difference from changing this van from looking like a commercial vehicle to our own little home on wheels. Stay tuned. Now, although it's a beautiful day now, obviously it's England and it's November, so this is wet through. First thing to do, get this all dried off, and fingers crossed we don't need to spend a day under the trusty tarp like we did doing the back doors. Come on. That's pretty important to get this as dry as possible, because all like the iron filings and stuff, when you're cutting through, if they stick to the van, which inevitably they do, you start to get little rust spots. Now, you can get this off with a bit of T-cut and stuff, but it's just a bit of a faff. So if you can get it as dry as possible, all the bits will just fall off. And you're not faffing around doing stuff you don't want to be doing. No one likes cleaning, come on. So first things first, brew. Obviously, it's freezing, so we've got to warm the old cockles up before you get going. And then it'll be on to taking out this sort of support bracket, if you want to call it that. It'll just take any of the tension out of the panel and make it a lot easier to work with. So we'll be getting the grinder, be cutting here, 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 and here. This then is just stuck on with adhesive, so that'll pull off, and then it'll be on to the next step. It's as simple as that. You can do it, come on. Also, if you haven't yet already, get yourself over and watch a previous video of me doing the windows on the rear doors. It'll give you a proper, full understanding of every little step that I'm going to do on this door. It's a bit more in depth. If you've never done it before, go and watch that first video, and then you'll have a better understanding of watching this video when I'm just going to whip this out and whip a new one out. Let's go!
Daddy, chill.
Safety specs on and ear defenders, because you've got to look after yourself, haven't you?
So that's M4 cut. Let's see how easy or hard this is to come off. Oh yeah, that's stuck on, isn't it? Oh, look at that, just peel it off. Simple as that. There we go. Here it comes. You said? Crikey, that's stuff, isn't it?
Shut up, you girl.
Woo! Beautiful. Now, although as I'm proving, this job can be achieved quite easily on your own, it is always nice to have another pair of hands, another man by your side, or woman, whatever it might be, to give you a lift. Although they might be working a little bit slower than you. Hey up, who's that guy? Bloody double trouble. Right, come on you two, get back to it. Start drilling these holes. So now that all that's drilled, I know exactly where the final cut is going to be, so all there is left to do now is just mask off the area to prevent scratching any of the paintwork. Getting the jigsaw out, getting the specs on, and whipping that off. I hate masking tape. I don't think I've ever had a piece of masking tape, a roll of masking tape, that doesn't start splitting off the sides. Oh, it's done it again! Keep it together.
One eternity later.
I'll do. Well, that was a faff, wasn't it? Flipping heck. There'll be people watching this perhaps who have done this before or do it for a living or something, and they're probably going, what are you doing? So we're going to fit a window on the other panel. Yeah, I'll probably cut that in half first or something, because I didn't also realise how floppy it is going to be. So obviously as I'm cutting that there, it's just waving around and it's a lot of weight, so that's why I decided halfway through I'm just going to cut a big chunk of it out, take the majority of the weight out, and then it just takes a little bit of stress off the blade. So yeah, that's the majority out. That's a rough cut. Now it's just a matter of getting the grinder, going round and just finishing it off, getting all the burrs off it, and then on to the next step, which will be priming. Easy as that. It's dead easy, isn't it? So there you go. As promised, the hole is in the door. So it's just on to the next steps now. I've already deburred it all with the grinder, and now it's a matter of putting the primer on and then the edge protection strip. Now, as you saw in the previous video, the only difference is on this I've noticed so far is there's sort of like two skins on this one. So as opposed to the back door where it was all just cut out and then this just quite neatly clips over it all. As you can see on this, there's sort of like, it's almost like it's double glazed if you want two strips. So I don't know whether I should have bought a different edge protection strip for that, but I've done a little bit of research and it seems that anyone else, when they've come across this, it's just a matter of getting some sort of big pliers and then just dropping your pliers. Try that again, shall we? So it's just a matter of getting your pliers and just sandwiching it together. See how we get on. That's worked quite well actually. As you can see now, this edge protection strip fits over beautifully. So rip that off, get this primed. I'm going to prime it with some red oxide paint, as I did in the back doors, and then let it dry. Get that edge protection strip whipped right round, if I can get my words out, and then just like before, get it primed on the outside, get the window primed, and get it stuck on, and it's going to be another job done, ticked off the list. Now, I'm saving your ears from listening to me waffle on here, but the first task I'm doing is just using an alcohol wipe to get all the surface nice and clean. Second thing is applying the adhesive primer around the glass everywhere that the adhesive is going to stick and bond between the glass and the van. So now it's just a matter of fitting this edge protection strip whilst I'm waiting for that primer to go off on the glass. This primer on the door has now dried, so it's just a matter of pushing this on all the way around. There you go. Them joints go together, and then when you push it all back on, there you go. Let's all compress. It's a nice tight join. Perfect. Done. Beautiful. What a job. So now that that edge protection strip is on, it's just a matter of getting the primer and getting it on the door. So window's been done. Get the door, exactly the same procedure. big old earbud and then just whip it around the outside. Now, do be careful whilst you're doing this, like I say in the last one, because it runs everywhere. So you don't want to get this. So it's running there. You don't want to get that on any paint. It's going to be visible. So now everything's on, you've got the edge protection strip on, I've degreased it all. I did miss it off the camera, admittedly, so any degreasing I tend to use like brake cleaner, so I did that before I put the primer on. Let it dry, added the primer, got it all around. Now the primer's dry, it's just a matter of adding the Master Bond windscreen bonding agent adhesive. Same as always, nice thick layer all the way around. I've had this in the sink for a good few hours in some nice warm water, so this is coming out really easily. Where previously I'd let it cool down for too long and made it really, really thick. Might as well just use up what's left. Not much left. Okay. It's time to fit the window. So just quickly before the adhesive goes off, the weight of the glass has come down and now it's sitting on the sill of the door. So it's 6mm. I've measured it 6mm at the top now. So I've got these 3mm window packers. So what I'm going to do, lift the glass up, stick these in, get some tape on, and then let the adhesive do its magic. Just as belt and braces. Get this taped on there. Uh-oh, I've been spotted. I've been spotted. Hello, I've been spotted. Hello. I've heard you all day, but I've not been here to stroke you. I've been tinkering. I've heard of pining, but I've been doing something. I couldn't come out. I've had my hands mucking. I thought I didn't want to get upset. You know, me not being able to stroke her. So you okay?
She would let you do it, but I wouldn't like it.
I know. Yeah. It's you that's having to clean her, isn't it? That's the problem. Go on, off you pop. And just like that, another job complete. If you've enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe for more camper conversion content.